Hello YouTube, Hippykillerz back here once again for a vid. I know I say this every time, but I'm sorry I haven't made a lot of vids in a while, yada yada yada. But I have had a lot of things going on. I was pretty ill for a point, and it was my birthday last Friday, so there you go. I was out celebrating my 20th, which is for all of you out there. I got The Death of WCW, the book, so really looking forward to reading that because I want to know a lot. And it looks highly entertaining from what I've read so far. I got the Eric Bischoff book, that should be interesting. What else? End of an Age, the RH DVD where the Age of the Fall ends, which is one of my favourite factions, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. And I got a new camcorder, which is recording now. Alright, new camcorder? Yeah, I bet you are. Right, so let's get straight onto it. A week. 7 days. A lot can happen in 7 days. Take from the Sunday just gone, which would have been the 4th, Easter Sunday, and go back a week to WrestleMania. WrestleMania was perhaps a very good event, in my view. It was highly entertaining. What to say? Jack Swagger winning the Money in the Bank. Excellent, like it a lot. We'll get more into that later on. What else is that? Vicky Guerrero. What can be said, really? Edge and Jericho, a bit disappointing. Looks like they're going to continue. They are continuing the feud, which is a good thing. But it looks like a third participant may be included. We'll get onto that in a bit as well. Batista and Cena I was highly entertained by Batista and Cena. I love Batista's new heel character. Speaking of heels, Punk and Rey Mysterio, highly disappointed by that match. I thought they could have gone at least another 5 minutes. It was good for what it was, don't get me wrong, but it could have gone on so much longer, and the wrong man went over in my opinion. And then the main event, and Vince and Brett, that was just, oh god, horrifying. Well, not horrifying, just the watch really. And the main event of Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, what can be said? One of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history, in my view. Not my favourite match of WrestleMania history, no. That belongs to another video, which I shall be making soon. I promise you that. But yeah, Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker went out. Shawn Michaels retired, sadly. Is it the end? We don't know, because on Raw he did his farewell speech and he said, I like the foot. He didn't say anyone. I was expecting, like when Ric Flair retired, like Mark Jannetty, and I would have loved it if he mentioned Sid. Sid didn't even have to come out. He just had to mention Sid, and I would have exploded. But he mentioned Triple H, obviously. He mentioned Brett, Vince, his wife, which is cool. And the last quote in it, the Heartbreak Kid left the building in tears. I was in tears when I saw that. My dog was like, oh, you sad little thing. I don't care. Shawn Michaels, one of my most favourite wrestlers of all time. And there you have it. Shawn Michaels, is he gone? We don't know. My speculation is, I hope he does, and doesn't do like a Ric Flair and pop up. He won't pop up in TNA. I'm pretty sure he won't pop up in TNA. If he does, I would lose all respect Shawn Michaels has. And then on Tuesday we had NXT. And guess who was voted #1 on NXT? The rookies? Oh, only the guy on my shirt, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan. He's voted #1. Very pleased about that, despite not winning the match. And Wade Barrett #2, like that. Justin Gable #3, bit confused by that. Heath Slater #4. What the fuck happened there? Who gives a shit about Heath Slater, the douchebag of the douches? And I was so pleased when I heard who came 5th. Get ready with me now. Get ready to say it. The Almighty David Otunga. I always do that when I mention David Otunga. And They had the Battle Royal afterwards to decide who would be the guest host of Raw. Man, it must have been a slip. Are you seriously telling me that after the biggest show of the year, they had those two douches from that film, which I never want to see, it looks dreadful. Are you telling me you couldn't get anyone? You couldn't get a legend. You couldn't have had Ricky Steamboat. You couldn't have had Jerry the King Lawler. You could have had, I don't know, Bob Barker again or something. I don't care. Look, it must have been a slow week. To be fair, there was a lot happening that week. So, who wins the Battle Royal and gets to be the guest host? Only the almighty David Otunga. Why? How is this going to lead? Unless his wife shows up, because apparently his wife's famous or whatever. Unless his wife shows up, what is the point of having David Otunga? What are we going to see? R-Truth in the world title match. Yippee-doo. I like R-Truth though, don't get me wrong, but still. Oh. So I was a bit annoyed with that. And then SmackDown, shock of shocks, Jack Swagger cashes in the Money in the Bank briefcase and wins. He beats Chris Jericho. Who saw that one coming? Who saw in the week of WrestleMania it being cashed in and we have a new world champion? I didn't see it coming. I can guarantee you I didn't. I was expecting Swagger to cash in at Mania of all things, which would have been awesome against Cena, which would have been awesome. Awesome personified. So Jack Swagger, new World Heavyweight Champion. What do I think? It could work. I think this is going to be like CM Punk's first reign as the championship. No, he ain't going to do much. I reckon he's going to be overshadowed by like Edge and Jericho. But it's going to see if he can prove himself against the main event guys, which is a good thing. And WWE are realising, oh dear, Shawn Michaels has left, and soon Undertaker and Triple H and Batista and all those guys are going to be leaving soon. We're going to be left with Cena and Orton, which, to be fair, isn't all that good. We don't want to see him wrestle for 20 straight pay-per-views again. So, let's put Jack Swagger in there. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We'll put Jack Swagger in there. Good idea indeed, WWE. I like it. I'm a big fan of Jack. Big fan of Jack Swagger. Sorry about that. So, all good news round. And CM Punk may lose his hair when he wrestles Rey Mysterio next. Bit weird, really, if you ask me. But what's next for WWE? Is this a vast improvement? Are we going to see a new era in WWE? I think we shall. I think this is the start of something, maybe not necessarily beautiful, but something way better than what TNA is putting out, which I will get to in the next video of this series. So, it's Hippykillerz signing out and drinking tea.